Hi guys, my name is Shaylee Peters, and today I will be doing my digital storytelling project on dividing words into parts to find meaning. And I'll be basing the words that I use off of the vocab words from my SciUp lesson plan of Native American Studies. Here we go. Word parts. There's 4 different word parts. Word parts are the building blocks of words that can be combined to create new words or modify the meaning of existing words. They include affixes, prefixes, suffixes, and roots, or base words. So what are affixes? An affix is a type of word part that is added to a base word to modify its meaning or form a new word. Affixes can be prefixes, which are added to the beginning of word, or suffixes, which are added at the end of words. They can change the tense or part of speech of words, or add a new meaning or emphasis to it. Prefixes. A prefix is a type of affix that is added to the beginning of a base word to modify its meaning. Prefixes can change the tense, part of speech, or meaning of a word, and they are often used to form new words. For example, the prefix un can be added to the word happy to create the word unhappy, which means the opposite of happy. Prefixes are important parts of English vocab, and they help expand a reader's ability to communicate effectively. Suffixes. A suffix is the type of affix that is added to the end of a base word to modify its meaning or create a new word. Suffixes can change the tense, part of speech, or meaning of a word, and they are often used to form adjectives, adverbs, or nouns. For example, the suffix ness, N-E-S-S, can be added to kind to create the word kindness, which refers to the quality of being kind. What is a base or root word? A base word is a standalone word in the English language that can be modified by adding affixes, such as prefixes and suffixes, like we discussed, to create new words. It is also known as a root word, and it carries a fundamental meaning of a word. For example, the base word play can be modified by adding the suffix er to form the word player. And that changes the meaning of the word, and you can discover the meaning of that word by finding what the base word means originally. So let's look at some vocab words from the articles that we had read in class and see if we can figure out the meanings of the highlighted vocab words using this strategy of dividing the word into parts. Here is a resource that you can use as we go through and divide these words up. It's a prefix and suffix list, and I also have an affix list which breaks up smaller morphemes and gives you some definitions for those smaller pieces of words. Okay, so here's our first word, reverberated. Re, is a prefix meaning again or back. Verber comes from the Latin word verberare, which means to strike. And ate, ate, is a suffix that usually indicates an action or a process. Putting these words together, we can see that reverberated means to be struck or hit again and again, causing a series of echoes and vibrations to be produced. The word often describes a sound or a noise that bounces off surfaces and continues to be heard in an amplified way. Our next word, encroached. En is a prefix meaning in or on. Croach, C-R-O-A-C-H, comes from the Old French word crochier, which means to hook. Ed, is a suffix that usually indicates a past tense verb. Putting these words together, we can see that encroached means to intrude or advance gradually in a way that is unwanted or unwelcomed, as if hooking into or seizing control of something. The word is often used to describe a situation where entity or group begins to take over or occupy territories that belong to another entity or group, whether physically or metaphorically. Now I'd like you guys to try. So we have 3 words, sovereignty, reservation, and typhoid. I'd like you to try and figure out the definition of these words without using Google. And you can use the links that I provided for prefixes, affixes, and suffixes. And I also have a link on there for base words. If you can write all of those down and put them in your graphic organizers and turn it in tomorrow during native studies, that would be awesome. I hope that this helped, and this is the end. Thanks for engaging with my lesson.